Bam, action. All right, guys, we are here at LA Commotion 2018. Please introduce yourself and tell us about the Energy Coalition.
Yeah, so my name's Alex Ricklefs. I'm a project manager at the Energy Coalition. And the Energy Coalition is a nonprofit that's started in the 1970s. We primarily work on energy efficiency and clean energy for the public sector. And what we see now is our biggest challenge and our biggest focus is really figuring out how to decarbonize disadvantaged communities that are located all across California. What we've done in this project design that we've developed in partnership with EVshare and some other partners is we've found a way to connect local distributed energy resources such as solar, both ground-mounted and rooftop-mounted, electric vehicles and battery storage systems. And we found a way to produce smart PPA contracts using blockchain technology and both finance these projects and also create local value for the community that's invested in them.
What's decarbonizing urban cities? How are you guys doing that?
So we see a lot of value in disadvantaged communities and figuring out a way to help decarbonize them in a way that not only reduces greenhouse gas emissions but also provides value to local communities. So we've done that through a project design where we're working with EVshare and some other companies to really figure out a way to connect local distributed energy resources and blockchain technology in a way that we can produce value for the customers in a sense of smart PPA contracts and locally produced carbon credits.
That's really exciting. How are you using the blockchain specifically with this project?
What we're doing is we're taking the locally produced energy and we're verifying that and turning them into carbon credits that can be sold to companies that need to offset their carbon emissions.
What's the next big step for you guys? What's a project on the horizon?
There's 700 plus disadvantaged communities across Southern California, California as a whole. So we really want to take this project framework and expand it to other cities and really shape it into a way that provides value to them and the people that live in the community.
One, two, go.
Bam, action. What's up, guys? We are live at LA Commotion 2018. We're downtown in the Historic Arts District.
Yes.
We're with Felipe Cano with rethinkcommunity.io. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about this project.
Thank you, Chai. Nice to see you again. My name is Felipe Cano. I'm the CEO of Rethink Community. And what we are doing is what we have designed for the past 10 years, how we can decarbonize cities. A protocol that we can do it exactly in the same standard way. So for 10 years, we've been struggling all over the world trying to do this because we know the urgent to decarbonize cities. Thank God about blockchain. Blockchain accelerates completely the process. Now with blockchain, we can certify, we can verify, we can transfer the value in order to really conquer the decarbonization in cities, especially here in California that we have major problems like the fires, like the water pollution, where everything is really contaminated. So we are starting with LA, and basically we are transferring this to over 750 disadvantaged communities around California.
That's amazing. How are you actually using the blockchain to in the infrastructure?
Okay, let's use this graphic. Maybe I can explain better.
Sure.
All these assets are the components of any community. So all these assets are connected and recording transactions and data, and the data provide us with accurate information in order how to take off emissions, control it, or also sell the energy credit that is produced. And basically the integration of the protocol is use transportation, mobility, meaning rooftops and applications in order to move the people, because without the people there is no network. So the people have to have the power to connect and to really participate in the program, and we create something very unique. That is, I think, the most important part is that we have a certification. It's called the Advanced Energy Block Certification. So it's like the platinum in buildings. This is for blocks, for a complete block, a complete community, that these blocks are certified, that they really are created and improving the quality of air. They produce their own energy. They produce their own resilience in the strategy because they are connected. So it is the next generation of connectivity, and also we use a satellite that also communicate with each of these nodes without wireless. So this is the future. It is complete the blockchain of the future, and we call it the space operating system. People are talking about the Earth operating system. We are one step ahead. We are just using the space to control nodes and Earth. We are doing the first prototype that is the largest prototype ever built to regenerate a disadvantaged community. Then is Rethink Community is the promoter and the developer of the IP to expand it across California and beyond. Then we are EVshare, the transportation system that combined with the Energy Coalition and Rethink Community, we create a community system in which include people, buildings, and infrastructure, meaning EV infrastructure. With these three integration, we create a protocol, and blockchain is the fabric to really validate, transfer the value, and certify that what we are doing, it is creating real impact in real time. We are very, very directly involved into the digitalization of the complete process, because these disadvantaged communities have advantages. First, there is on every city at least one. So it's more than 2008 disadvantaged communities that receive money from the cap and trade. 50% of the cap and trade. What is the cap and trade? The cap and trade is a penalization of the largest polluters. So that money, half of that money has to be allocated to disadvantaged community to be decarbonized. So in order that we do it in a transparent way, we are talking to the team of the next governor, Mr. Newsom, in order that we create a digitalization process that goes directly and the impact is created in the community that they need the most, not to spend the money in things that doesn't need it. And that digitalization is going to change completely the game. So blockchain is changing the game in how to decarbonize cities, and we think we are leading the way, especially because we are ahead, because we are starting with a 28,000 resident community, 500 houses, 19 multi-family. It is a huge project for us.
So my name is Eduardo Muñoz. I'm CEO of EVshare. EVshare is a foundation that was created to make viable the decarbonization of cities. The way we do this is by the integration and tokenization of underutilized infrastructure, the management of community assets, and people being able to trace their decisions, creating carbon credits that we traced with our proprietary technology and communication system on blockchain. So underutilized roofs are tokenized, so we can create value from the installation of solar panels, creating carbon credits because of that. And also we create fleets of electric shared vehicles that we can convert people from their own individual vehicle, the internal combustion motor vehicle, into electric shared transportation, which also reduces emissions and creates like a loop of a circular, viable ecosystem. We are going first quarter of next year with a pilot program in Avocado Asset together with the Energy Coalition and another group of companies. And the following step is going to get the decarbonization of 765 disadvantaged communities in California. Now we're making a live demo in LA Commotion. We're integrating 4 electric vehicles with electric generation on roofs and also EV charging stations, just to demonstrate that we can on blockchain register, certified and transfer value of transactions made by IDs. We consider each one of the compounds of the ecosystem as an ID. It doesn't matter if it is a person or not. They are making transactions to each other because of our proprietary technology. The nodes, the communication nodes that we use in the vehicles, in the energy systems, in the energy storage systems, in the energy generation with renewable energy, in the underutilized roofs, have all the same communication nodes. So it's the same protocol of communications with the same hardware. Through that, we are able to make these transactions transparently on blockchain on real time, live. So basically, we can actually transmit live images from vehicles or from whatever we want and have the technology and the cameras to do so. Each one of these companies had been developing technology for years, decade in our case, on the side of the vehicles. So yeah, it's integration of mature technology, but technology that was ready to be used, but it's really difficult for governments or corporations to catch up with innovation and the integration of this innovation into solutions. So understanding that we have only 12 years to reduce temperature in Earth before a lot of people die, understanding that there are 10 million people dying every year because of air pollution, all these companies together decided to create EVshare and to give power to the people so they can actually take action on reducing the emissions in their communities. Hi, I'm Eduardo Munoz. I'm the CEO of EVshare, and I'm going to talk a bit to you about a very unique technology that is part of EVshare from a company called Space AI. It's an open space network technology by an open source communication node. These nodes make it possible to connect constellations of satellites in space with constellations of vehicles and renewable energy assets in Earth, creating a unique blockchain operating system that makes us possible to have transparent transactions in live mode in an independent, decentralized communication network. We already are demonstrating now how the constellations in Earth communicate without even having the satellites in space, utilizing the communication technology that they have and also 3G, 4G, LTE networks. And we have those in 4 electric vehicles, 2 solar arrays and charging stations that we are making a demo now in LA Commotion. In January we will have one of the satellites in the space, so we will actually be connecting everything, and hopefully if everything goes as it's signed in contracts, we will have a good constellation of satellites in space in the next 18 months.